Do you have bulk cards laying around? Don't know what to do with them? Well, stick around. We're going to go over some options in which you can use those bulk cards to put cash in your pocket. Hello, I'm Brandon with Tico's Cards. We're going to be exploring options for you to get rid of your bulk. If you would like to see more similar videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get to it. So there's a couple options that you could use to sell your bulk. Uh, One of the most common is you can just sell it on marketplace. Um, Marketplace is your typical Facebook marketplace. You put items up, however many commons, uncommons, hollows, and you put it for a price. Uh, Problem with that is that's typical on market dependent. I know here in Texas, 1,000 cards are going for $20. That's just common and uncommons. But you'll have sellers that will open packages, then they'll just have all this bulk with hollows and reverse hollows mixed in. So they're going to ask a little bit more. So just make sure like you're getting, you know what your market is around your location. You could also bring it to your local game store. Local game stores tend to buy it at a lower price or give you a higher price for store credit. I know one of the local game stores here is buys bulk to fund their TCG Player store, and so like when you go sell them bulk, they'll give you a more of a higher percentage depending on if you're going to get store credit. And when you get store credit, what they're just going to do is take all that bulk and upload it on a TCG player, like I'm going to show you guys how to do today once we get your account set up. And then you also can do eBay. eBay is one of those platforms that's been around forever. And the way eBay works, you take a photo of the item and you create your post, and you can choose to advertise at a rated fee, or you if you don't choose to advertise, it might sit on there a little bit longer. It depended on if somebody's going to be looking to purchase that item, or so like you have a lot of like variables in play. And then what this video is about is TCG Player, and TCG Player is a venue just to upload your cards, sell your bulk or higher price cards, and get some money back to either put back into your hobby, or if you like seeing a profit, then you could turn this into a successful business. Go and buy bulk from some of these other, from like Marketplace or eBay, and then turning around and uploading it on TCG Player to make a little bit of money. Okay, so once you open up tcgplayer.com, this will be the website. This is their homepage. You'll go up and you'll go to sign in. Obviously, my info is going to pop up, but if you don't have an account, you hit make one here. Then you put in your info, and we'll get you an account. To sell cards on TCG Player, you use the same account that you would to buy cards. So if anybody's ever buying cards on TCG Player, it's just as simple to sell cards. So you already know some of the process because the person you're buying the cards from does the exact same steps that we're about to go over right now. And once you're in TCG Player and you have your account created, you're not gonna start out as a level 4 seller. You're gonna start out at level 1, and you have to reach level 4. So we're gonna go over some of the seller levels and how they work. So basically, TCG Player uses a level system to help introduce new sellers to the marketplace. Every new seller starts at level 1. As you ship more orders and provide amazing customer service, you move up through the levels with top achievable goal being level 4. Uh, Here we go, level 1. This is a default level, allowing you to list up to 100 total items. All new sellers begin here. The seller limits for your level 1 account are as follows: up to 100 total items that can be available for sale at any time. If you list a quantity of 4 for a single product, then you listed up to 4 of your available 100 items. Uh, Up to $1,000 of items can be listed at any time, and the maximum price of any item cannot exceed 500. Maximum daily inventory quantities entry limit is 100 items for level 1 sellers. And you have to meet these requirements to move to level 2. You have to have at least 2 orders that have reached their expected delivery date, and your feedback ratio is 80% or above. So this isn't too difficult once you upload your items and you get your orders coming in. I know for myself, I started and I had orders like the next day. Once I turned my inventory live, I had orders the next day. And I quickly packaged those cards up and I brought them directly to the post office like that same day. Like I was ecstatic the day that I got my first couple of orders. And so once you reach level 2, you can list up to 500 total items, and these are your limits though: 500 total items for sale at any time. Same thing with listing of your quantity of 4. Up to $5,000 of items can be listed at any one time, and the maximum price cannot exceed $1,000. So as you progress, it moves you up to help you get higher up to level 4. The requirements to move to level 3: have at least 11 orders that have reached expected delivery date, and your feedback ratio is 85% or above. Uh, Here we go, level 3. You list up to 50,000 total items. Uh, Up to $100,000 of items can be listed at any one time, with the maximum price of any one item cannot exceed $20,000. And there's no maximum daily inventory quantity for entry limit for level 3 sellers. And the requirements to move to level 4: you have at least 51 orders that have reached their expected delivery date, and your feedback ratio is 90% or above. For me to reach level 4, it took a little over 2 weeks, I think around 21 days, due to me being in the army, and I wasn't able to put as much time into this as I would have liked. And I'll show you a little bit later. Once you can turn your inventory on and off, where you can hide your inventory or have it live. And and for me, like, that is a good feature. And when your inventory is hidden, you're not going to get any orders. But it also, like, takes a little bit once you turn your inventory live to start getting orders again. And so I was doing this by myself. I didn't have any help, and me being in the army, always going out in the field to train, stuff like that. So I was away from home most of the time. Like 2025, I was maybe home for about 5 months, with the rest of that being blocked off for training. So, like, it can get a little hectic. So if you're using this as a side hustle, if you have somebody maybe that can help you out with this. But yeah, let's go back to the website, and let me get off my tangent of using this as a side hustle and everything else. So once you log in, you go to your seller and you go to your inventory, and to list products, you search Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever you want to list for, like, Pokemon, and type in. All right, so you're at your seller's portal, and you go to your inventory page, and this is where you, as a level 1 seller, you're gonna start adding your product. You're gonna go to Pokemon, select your product line, Magic, Pokemon, Yu Gi Oh, whatever you. Then this is where you search for the the cards. So we're gonna put this 151 Squirtle. We're gonna type Squirtle, and it's 170 and 165 since it's the art rare. See it populate, and then it shows you your the TCG Player lowest listing that they have it listed for is $45.96. The last sold listing is $46 with shipping $5.50. Market price is $48.37. So what I would do, I don't want to be market price, and I want to be about 5% under market price. So I would be around that $46. So I would put $46, and I'd put my quantity of 1, and then I would hit save. Then once I hit save, it's populated into my inventory. And then so you would go through that for as many cards as you want to sell up to your 100. I know it seems like a tedious task, but it gets better. And then once you start putting your cards up there and you start to get the sales coming in, you get a little bit of momentum, and you're like, okay, this isn't as bad as I think it is. And then once you have your once you get to level 4, you can upload cards in a mass using the CSV tool, and that makes it way easier because everything's done on an Excel spreadsheet. You put your quantities in, you fix your prices, and once your prices are in there, you save the Excel spreadsheet, and then you upload it. So with that being said, I hope this video was educational to somebody who was looking for other avenues to get rid of their bulk that was not bring it to Facebook Marketplace and sell it on there, or a local game store. I by no means am a professional at using TCG Player. It is an avenue for me that I picked up kind of quickly, but I also had to watch YouTube videos, and you do have some people out there that do this full time. Shout out to PokePaster TCG and Roar TCG. Both of those guys are, I want to say, expert sellers, and by the amount of volume that they ship out and the amount of orders they get per day, like I want to say, like, yes, to them, like, that is a full-time business or side hustle to a scale that me, with my current job, I'm not able to achieve that level at this time because I can't devote as much time since I'm a soldier, and that takes 90% of my time. So if you like this content, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.